Hey, it is Noelle here, making another video. As you can tell, I have short hair now. If you watch any of my other videos, you would know I have long hair. Now I have short hair because I got extensions and they ruined my hair. So now I'm back to short hair. Great. And I'm wearing my Beacon Hills Lacrosse t-shirt in honor of Teen Wolf tonight. I would have worn my Teen Wolf necklace, but then it would have been like too much Teen Wolf, so just Beacon Hills. Let's talk about things. Resurrection, to be one of them. If you have not started watching Resurrection on ABC on Sunday at 9 p.m., I don't know what you're doing with your life. I say that about every show basically, but this one is one to watch. Now I got my brother on it, I'm getting my mom on it, my other brother's getting on it, I got my whole family getting on it. But what intrigues me about it and what keeps people so interesting, it's like, it's confusing, but it's also like, you can't look away. It's like, what? Just when you think you haven't figured it out, you don't. And you know, I was talking to my brother and I was like, why these people? Why now? I mean, 32 years ago he died. And it's like, why these people? Why now? And I realized they all have a backstory that has yet to be explored. First, you have the little boy they thought he fell in and Aunt Barbara went in to save him. Which, as you can see, that wasn't true. Then you have Caleb, who died from heart attack, burying something that involved that other guy. And apparently it had to do with money because he's like, everything's gone, and hits him over the head with the hammer. So what I'm thinking is they killed someone and took the money and buried him in there. And that's why he was digging, looking for the money, but it's not in there. But he's creeping me out, and he's whistling. They all have a connection, too, because they came back from the dead. You know, they each have a connection. And Caleb knows he died, but he's lying because, I guess, he's trying to cover something up, or he doesn't want people to know because then he's afraid what might happen to him. But you have him come back from the dead, and it's like there's a dark secret about him, and the son doesn't trust him one bit. Then you have the little boy who 32 years ago died, and he's come back now. And you're finding out about how he died, and you're finding out about the mom, and about the guy she was cheating with, and then you have the guy who she was cheating with. After Maggie went to see him and asked if he was the father, he went inside and he was like, she found us. Who is he talking to? Did Aunt Barbara maybe come back alive? I mean, and then next week we have the pastor, Tom Hale, his ex-fiancée, ex-wife, I don't know if they were married yet, but I know they got engaged. She's coming back. And I'm pretty sure he already has another fiancée or another girlfriend or another wife. So that's going to create drama. And why is she coming back? It's like each person that's coming back, the way they died and the way their life was perceived as isn't true. I mean, it's uncovering so many truths, and I think that's why these people are becoming alive again, because there's a greater plan at work. I feel like there's something weird, I don't know, it's about Arcadia and its history, and I think a lot of what happened and a lot of what people see and hear isn't true because there's dark secrets in that town. I mean, he didn't know his wife was cheating on him, but when you have postpartum depression, it's common to look for comfort in the arms of another man, which she did. But it's like, you gotta think, why these people? Why now? 32 years later, why this little boy? Because there's a darker, deeper secret to what people thought was true. You think he fell in and the aunt went to save him, which wasn't true. So we're gonna dive into that. Then Caleb, how was he before he died? What was he bearing when he had the heart attack? What is he talking about? Everything's gone. Why is he so angry? Why does he want to lie? And then you have the girl coming back. What's going to happen with her? What's her backstory besides being with Pastor Hale? And it's like you have all these different like stories and what people thought was true isn't true, and you're finding it out, and then there's people who are saying, well, she thinks her dead son's alive. Unless there is an exact twin of the son who was in China. I highly doubt it's anybody but her son. And you gotta think about it. I mean, people don't want to believe in what they're seeing because they think it might mean something bad. Like, why did it get resurrected? Is it something gonna happen? It's evil. And what I think is Arcadia has a lot of dark secrets, and each people holds the key to unlocking these secrets. What people think and is true isn't true. And we're going to find out a lot about Arcadia, and we're going to find out a lot about these characters, and we're going to find out a lot about what's going on in this small town that is now bringing everyone back to life. But not everyone, which is weird. You know, it's certain people. So, you gotta watch Resurrection because it is just like mind-blowing. And of course it has the end when they lift up the casket. I'm enjoying the show. Like, I love the show so much. I'm already obsessed. But it gets your mind going and you're trying to think. And then he whistles, which is just creepy to me. And it's just, you have to think. They all came back resurrected, so they have to be connected. I mean, when they look at each other, it's like, in the little boy, I feel like for a moment there, he kind of disappears. And then he comes back. Like when he was like, what was he talking to you about? Bellamy said that to Jacob. It's like his eyes were... And then in like a split second, Jacob was back. It's like there's something inside of them too that is not them. There's something else going on inside them. I don't think they're fully back in a good way. I think there's also a bad going on. But I do believe that each person is the key to dark secrets in Arcadia that people are going to be finding out. And these people need to open their eyes because this is happening whether they want to or not. And the sheriff, I know he's mad that his wife cheated on him, but he needs to open his eyes. He needs to figure out what is going on. But see, he wants to believe his wife died trying to save Jacob. He wants to believe she never cheated. He wants to believe she was a good woman. But you can't do that. There's people coming back to life. You have to acknowledge that. You have to understand. If you can't believe, at least acknowledge it. So I think he needs to get off his little pity party shit and start figuring things out and stop being such a dick to Bellamy, because I like Bellamy, which I also like that he's staying to see what's happening. So if you have not watched Resurrection, I recommend it. Go watch it now. Sunday, ABC, 9 o'clock. Watch it. Resurrection. Thumbs up. Alright. Peace.